11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
Episode, Nobody Beats the House.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com. Come to you live every weeknight at midnight Eastern. I don't know if my audio's working. Is that working better? And we talk about guns for an hour. On Wednesdays, we do a little something called the Tactical Quiz. And if I can get this to get out of the way, here's my $10 microphone that I have hanging here. Hopefully it's working all right. And let's see if we can't bring out our prizes for today's tactical quiz with, oh, come on. What's going on here? Doing some kind of technical support with this cord in the dang way. Come on, just do your business. You only got one job to do. Little Robot is bringing out today's prizes for our tactical quiz. So a lot of production value on today's show. So Little Robot, introduce yourself. Come on, do what you're doing. We got a Every Second Matters, black on blue, right here, in his right hand. We also have a 2A4E, Tony Simon's Diversity Shoot project, big logo. You know what? Hold on, Robot, do a little dance. No, just do a little dance up there. Bang, there's going to be a second 2A4E Diversity Shoot patch in the running tonight. What do you think of that, Robot? Robot's super stoked. All right, so goodbye, Robot. He's going to take the stuff over there somewhere. Come on, Robot, just do what you're doing. We're going to get into the show. So it's called the Daily Gun Show. Each weeknight, we go live at midnight Eastern. And we have a couple of goals. We've been going around this show. We've been doing the show for 1,400 episodes, and we have a couple of things we're trying to accomplish with it. One is to get individuals to value their voice as activists. We are the gun lobby. We are the gun community, right? We are the industry in a lot of ways, and we're the activists. We're the grassroots. So I like the saying that how does it go? No drop thinks it's responsible for the flood. I've always thought that was an interesting quote. And on Mondays, we focus on encouragement of Second Amendment activity, motivation of Second Amendment activists, and we explore some existing successes and projects that have gone on out there. On Tuesday, Second Amendment. We talk about 2A, we talk about that in different ways. On Wednesdays today, we have a quiz. We talk about guns and pop culture and in our society. And then on Thursdays, we talk about travel. We talk about training. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about the calendar of events that's coming up in November in firearms. And then on Fridays, we look back at the week and do a summary of what's been happening with laws and people that are focused on what our Second Amendment protects. That being said, today is our tactical quiz. So we've got a couple people joining us. Is there only 3 people joining us tonight? Sometimes we have a lot of people. Sometimes we only have a couple. So Kingpin is here. First one to say welcome. First one to join in. And I asked him if he's playing tonight. And he said he's going to try. I'm assuming Smeggy is playing. He's here. And Roy, is that the only 3 players we have tonight? We're going to be playing an Every Second Matters tactical quiz. Maybe that's too difficult for people. I'm going to open up our YouTube over here. And I guess I'll bring in our guest, our co-host, Sharon. Screen Sharon. Playing an Every Second Matters tactical quiz. Maybe that's too difficult. Shut up over there. And now I'm going to hide behind Screen Sharon over here. Hopefully my audio still works. And we've got a poll going over here for the people on the YouTube side, on the big channel. Best year for Every Second Matters. Was it 2015? Was it 2019? Was it 2021? Or will it be next year? And so far, all the votes are for next year. That's weird. So we'll go over to live there. If anybody wants to chat, that's where you chat. If you want to get banned from the channel, that's where you can do weird things and you get banned from the channel. Otherwise, we're going to head over to another website that we keep track of. It's called tacticalquiz.com. Sometimes there's a link in the description to this, but I'm not sure if there is. So here's a link to it for anybody that wants to play along. Here's the deal. You're not going to be able to play along for this because I lock out the current quiz with a password so that people can't hork in there and cheat. So here's our Every Second Matters quiz. I'm bringing it up on the screen. I will be, however, duplicating this into a new window, going over here, logging in, and trying to figure out what my password is because I do not remember what it is. Oh, wait, maybe I do. I know that sometimes it has to be. Oh, no, I guess I know it. Okay, so I don't know who all's playing. Let's get a show of hands. Who's all playing? The only reason I ask that is because otherwise what happens is people show up at the end. Well, I guess who cares tonight? Tonight we're going to wing it. We're going to see what happens if people don't say they're playing or not. So we're going to see what happens. I guess I don't need to log in after all, and I still need to grab a pen, so I'm doing that. I actually grab a marker, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and let's do it this way. Instead of hanging out behind Screen Sharon like I normally do, which is kind of easy to hide behind, I will go over here, there. And then once I get rid of Roy's thing, now you can see that this is legitimate. Unlike a lot of the firearms quizzes that happen every single week on the other channels, we make ours 100% legitimate. This piece of paper, nothing written on it. It's on a bunch of pre-written stuff. There's no script here. There's just a plain old Sharpie, an orange one, of course, and then a piece of paper. All right, so we're just going to dig in. I guess everybody who wants to play is playing. Boom. First, let me zoom in. For those of you that don't want to have to look into a phone or whatever you're doing, let's get this as big as possible for everybody. All right, first question is, when did Every Second Matters begin? The answers are in here. I'll put a line here. The first one with the correct answer, 2011, 2012, 2013, or is it 2014? It'll be the first one with the correct answer up on the screen over here. Behind me, you can't see me and the screen at the same time because of Sharon. She insists on doing it this way. But Roy said 2012. People are not saying anything. And then Kingpin, first one. Oh, there's a mosquito flying around. Kingpin. Mystery of the Mosquitoes. This is the E2M quiz. Actually, it's a tactical quiz. All right, so the first, number one, these are worth 10 points each, equals Kingpin. It was, in fact, created, I believe, in November of 2013. Or maybe, am I wrong? Was that Gunchow? Both of them were created in 2013. I think Every Second Matters might have been October or something. But let's keep going. So 2013 is the answer. Next. Let me put a line here. This line is so that we don't differentiate between the last question and the previous question, right? What already had the name when we started the Every Second Matters campaign? What already had the name when we started the Every Second Matters campaign? Was it a Canadian watchmaker? Was it a Canadian women's shelter? Was it a Swiss watch store? Or was it a fire safety organization? It's 10 years. Next year is 10 years. Holy moly. This says, do we need that many years? Here's what I'm drinking tonight. A big giant cup of the coffee with chocolate in it. Best way to eat coffee. So let's see what we got for answers here. Next is 10 years. Yep. So DJ is saying C, which I believe would be a Swiss watch store. Smeggy is saying some Canada abuse thing. Roy Munson said fire safety. Kingpin is saying D, fire safety. Smeggy is now correcting it and being much more respectful and saying a women's shelter in Canada. And then Hillbilly is saying a Canadian watchmaker. The answer, I'm going to give it to this one, the more respectful one of Smeggy's. It was a, I'm going to call it a shelter. I really have no idea, but it was a campaign for battered wives in Canada. So we didn't want to go anywhere near it. That's why we put the 2 in there. We felt it worked better for Second Amendment anyway. And second, SCOND had more of a seconds, right? Like minutes and seconds. So we wanted to stay as far away from it as we could out of respect. I have no idea if it's still there or not, but we're pretty much established with the E2ND. All right, so next up is a physical challenge. What? You mean there's even in the middle of this, there's a physical challenge? So the first one, to post a brand new Every Second Matters post someplace. Doesn't have to be anything special, just an Every Second Matters post that's brand new. I'll put a line here, and anybody can participate in a feats of strength. Feats of strength cost or take more effort than a. I'm gonna put my hoodie up. Hold on, I'm getting bit. Feats of strength take more effort than a regular quiz question, so you're gonna get 40 points. 40 points for this the first feat of strength. See who else showing up. Tara Smith is out there. Good evening. Roy Munson. I think we already said hey to Roy. Hillbilly Up is out there. I don't know how many people. Did I already say hey to DJ? I don't know if I said hey, but DJ answered on that last one. I forgot it's multiple choice. No problem. I don't know what that means. And now Smeggy is posting a link already. Was that a preparatory thing, or did he already have that set up? How am I going to get to this? How come I can see the link over here? Oh, it's because it's over on the other side? Come on, man. I only look at my one channel. I don't look at my other channel. So I'm going to go over here and have to open up the whole other channel because that's where Smeggy posted the link.
It's over on the other side. Come on.
Oh, he's posting something that's from before. He's posting an Every Second Matters update from way earlier. Or was that from right now? Let's find out if that's from right now. No, that's 45 minutes worth of video from earlier. That doesn't count. We need one that's immediate. We're not going to keep waiting on the whole thing, though. So the first one that comes up with the challenge to this feats of strength will get that 40 points. I better write it down before I forget. All right, and then we're going to go to the next question on the screen here. Who hosted the first Every Second Matters? Who hosted the first Every Second Matters? Was it Navy, Army, Air Force, or Marines? Because that's the way you're supposed to say it. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I don't know why we say it in that order, because I think we're older. Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force. But maybe that just sounds dumb. All right. Well, you all are answer. Oh, I should have put a line in. Oh, you already got the answer. But I got to swat around. Somewhere they hide behind my monitors. You think it's funny? And then they come. Oops, sorry about that. They come out and bite me in the face and in my hands when I'm not looking. No, it should have been Army, but he went into the Marines, so it was a Marine. All right, so that was Smeggy also. That was answer number 3. Now, Smeggy's cheating by being there. Some of the others have to have somehow guessed faster than Smeggy or listen to one of our blab stories about the olden days. Oh, we do that a lot, though, so you've had a lot of opportunities to hear us blabbing about the old days. So that's the 3rd. Now, do we know if there's a mouse party tonight? Typically, this show starts at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacifics, and we run for about an hour. And then there's another show after this one called The Mouse Party. And I'm not sure if that's actually going down tonight because somebody decided to go to work instead of doing this show tonight. So next we're going to click on answer number 4. I see that we still have no participation in the physical challenge of posting and then being the first to, we're seeing no mouse party tonight. The first to answer or be the first one to post about their post. Is that the way I say it? All right, so answer number 4, question number 4. How many colors of PVC Every Second Matters patches have there been? So there's been some woven patches, or I should say embroidered patches. And then there's been some patches that I made here with the robot. And then there's the PVC patches. How many colors of the PVC Every Second Matters patches have there been? And what that means is color combos, like how many SKUs, not necessarily if there was one color with different combos, that's different colors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Barbecue has a takeover setup. What is that supposed to mean? DJ posted to Instagram. Roy posted to Instagram. Roy was the first one. Let me get rid of me. Let me get rid of Roy. And now you can see the first one on my screen is Hillbilly. Right? Hillbilly saying no mouse party. Kingpin is saying barbecue has a takeover. Oh, you mean a takeover for the mouse party. That makes sense. I thought he was taking over my show and there was going to be trouble. And then Roy is the first one. He says, posted a picture on IG. So how do I figure this out? I'm going to go to here. I'm going to click on this. Clicking on this. See how many social platforms I got? That whole list was social platforms. And now, is this going to be from Roy? Nope, this is from DJ. Oh, snap. Look at what DJ posted. A list of his patches that I'm guessing he's collecting using the collector's guide. Right on. Very much. Thank you. Boom. That also counts as an Every Second Matters post. So when I save it, I'm saving it in my Every Second Matters collection. See? Because you can save stuff in your own collections. Just add a collection every time you want to add a new collection on Instagram. That way you tell Facebook the pictures that you want in a nice order. So how am I going to find Roy's? Where's Roy's at? You say you posted it on Instagram? Am I not following you? What's up with that? So go over to here, type in Roy. Here it is. Oh, I'm not following you. So there we go. Boom. There's that one. You want people following you? I can still your link out here. You want me dropping your link, DJ? It's easy enough. So we're going to drop that into the Every Second Matters. Thank you for that. Here's Roy's winning picture winning photo of a patch panel the other day. For the last week's tactical quiz, in fact. All right, so Roy technically gets 40 points there. But here's what I'm doing. Roy equals 40 points. That was a photo finish. So DJ now has 40 points. Yeah, that's how it works. You can take this up with the union of other people that do firearms game shows every week, and they can sue me over the rules because I make up rules as I go along sometimes. Then we have the answer to this. Was how many colors of PVC Every Second Matters patches has there been? Guess what? I have no idea myself. So let's take a field trip. Put me back over here. And then, by the way, got this today at the store. Anybody know what that is? What that is right there? So let's count. We have, oh, I probably shouldn't do this. That's probably answering questions. I was going to go count. How many colors have there been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, wait, what did I do wrong here? Oh, PVC, duh. This is just the PVC patches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the answer, I believe. 9 is the answer. And that would be Roy, number 4. If I'm wrong on one of these, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And we can bring this back in full screen. Put me down underneath of there. Get rid of Roy. All right. Let's see. I didn't send you a link. I just posted it. Right on. Oh, the tag should have showed up, but that's Instagram's fault, not your fault. Thanks for that. Let's see. Ben Smeggy saying, Kingpin, you forgot the second blue. It's a white letter and a black letter. I counted the blues at 1. Yep. Should have some stickers in a week or two. Sent you. You can send me an address. I'll send you some. Right on. Cool. Because we're going to actually, thanks to this dude who's hashtagging a jackalope. Oh, I guess that's a good guess, but it ain't. It's about the size. That's what they make jackalopes out of, I bet. This dude wants us to add stickers to the patch swap. So we'll definitely be doing that. And I'll get you email, or I mean an address. Actually, the address happens on the end of all of our videos too. But I just don't want to type it because I got to reach across this. It's creepy. Next up will be number 5. Which state had the most people who started Every Second Matters? Of the states listed, of course, because I don't know technically the answer to this. Of the states listed, and I'll put a line here. Oh, did you see that mosquito? Is it just biting me? It's right around the thing right now. Oh, man, it's playing with me. I got to put the line up here. Let me put the line up here. So I'll put my address out here, or we'll put the address of the stuff out here when everybody's answering this one. Which state had the most people who started Every Second Matters? Was it Colorado, California, Arizona, or Washington? I think it's probably easiest to just go to the website, the main website, and then go to the About Us. Well, maybe Contact Us. There we go. I don't know if this will all come across in one or if it'll be a mess because you can't really format in here. But if you need it, you can get it on the contact of the website where I just grabbed it. But thanks for that. We'll definitely include some in the patch in the sticker swap. All right, so we're getting answers now of Arizona, Washington, D.C. Oh, I see what he did there. And then, okay, so the answer is Washington, I believe. So I'm pretty sure Smeggy's getting this one. This was number 5. We're zipping through these. So how do I put another physical challenge in here? Since nobody's participating, or no, wait, did 2 people participate in the first physical challenge? Nobody else is participating in that one? Oh, I know what to do. Why don't we put it this way? No, I can't do it that way. All right, I'll come up with something maybe. Well, I'm trying to come up with answers on the fly. This is super difficult. We're going to go to the next. Ready for the next one? What color? This is kind of Pat-centric because there's only that many questions that everybody's going to know about Every Second Matters, right? What color has never been a PVC Every Second Matters patch? So there's been a lot of them. We already determined that there's 9 of them. But which color, and let me put this line here, which color has never been one? Yellow, green, pink, or red? Yellow, green, pink, or red. One of them has never been the color of an Every Second Matters patch. There was a time at the beginning, maybe probably the first 3 episodes of Every Second Matters, where there was a heated debate on whether or not Every Second Matters was always going to be black and white or not. And there was a big deal about whether it would be any other color besides black and white. So the first question, or the first answer, is DJ with green. There is an OD green one, so no. But there has been requests for green colored ones. Roy is saying red, and of course it's red. Everybody hates red. It's the worst color, so no one wanted it in red. It was a big vote that no one would have it in red, so that's what happened. Right? Smeggy also knew by being there that it was never done in red. Kingpin said a white. That's interesting. No, I guess technically, I mean, I have made some with the robot, but never a PVC one in white. I wonder if I should make a PVC one in white. Give us some feedback on a white with some kind of lettering color. I never thought about doing it that way. You know, I get everything dirty all the time, so I would have a white one. It would get all dirty right away. But might be kind of classy to have the white background, some kind of different color lettering. Never even thought of that. Red. Everybody hates red. You're right. Yeah. Nobody likes red. What are we talking about? White with red letters. Come on, let's not be crazy. And that's what I'm pretty sure somebody brought that up in one of the first ones, and then everybody had a big fit about it. There was a big fight about whether or not Every Second Matters is a black and white issue or not. So we're going on to number 7. Since this is the 7th one, I'm going to put a line over here. This is going to be tricky. It's not has anything to do with Every Second Matters as much as who's doing the takeover for Foss, who refuses to do a show tonight, even though he could do a show tonight by going live from work. Who's taken over? And this is worth 10 points. Who's taken over the Foss show for Foss, who refuses to do a show tonight? I mean, we already talked about it. It should be pretty easy for someone to just take these 10 points right off the table. There's DJ taking them. He knew. So there's another 10 for DJ. Who? And it was actually barbecue. All right, so next up will be number 7. That was fair and square. Everybody had a chance. And he's on a phone. He's basically hindered. All right, next up, who designed the Every Second Matters logo? Let me put a line over here. Was it Artisan Tony? Was it Ghost Tactical? Was it some gun websites? Or was it One Bad Marine? Who designed the logo for Every Second Matters? Here it is right here. Who designed that logo? Was it Artisan Tony? Chattanooga, Tennessee? Ghost Tactical? Someplace in Arkansas? Tucson, Arizona? Or someplace in Washington State, I think. Kingpin is saying Ghost. DJ is saying Artisan Tony. Roy is saying me. And Smeggy is saying Artisan Tony. It was Artisan Tony. So that is number 7 going to DJ. All right. So we're doing another physical challenge. This time it is a gun channels patch or some sort of gun channels thing. Some sort of a link to some sort of a gun channels thing that's new. And we'll put a little equal sign over here. That'll be the line in the sand. What we'll do is bring our electronic co-host over here. We'll arm him so that people won't be mean to him. Again, come on, get your gun on and carry this. Be respectful. He's not a very respectful robot. He doesn't like to do as he's told, but eventually, come on, man. There. We'll bring over, let me bring the screen back up. We'll take a little intermission here. to respectfully bring out this robot. What's lame is it's infrared, so you can see the infrared happening. But see, if I poke it at you, he doesn't do anything. If I poke it at him, he does stuff. So here he is with the prizes for tonight. We've got a Every Second Matters patch. Here, we'll just take that from him because he's useless, and we'll put it on these things that no one has determined what they are yet. This is what I had the picture of earlier. We'll also put this 2A4E, which comes with all the packaging from 3 years ago. The giant 2A4E. Why is there two different sizes? Because the first year, I'm an idiot, and I was looking at the thing, and I didn't put, it wasn't adding up in my head when they showed me this one, because we were doing 12 patches at the same time. Turns out I have a capacity for 11 patches, and then I don't figure out what's happening with this one. So they all showed up, and I was like, damn it, I got them like basically a Ranger eye. What the hell? So it's this tiny little patch. It barely says anything on it. So I felt bad about that. And then Tony agreed to be in the patch batch the next year. And then we did the normal size, a little bit bigger. And then UPS lost these. So I had gotten a bunch extra to make up for this fact. Then they lost them, and that was expensive. And then I had to replace them and then ship those. And that was expensive 3 times over. So big ass pain in the butt. But now you're getting 2 of those. And I'm going to grab this revolver away from that robot, and you'll get this revolver patch as well, whoever wins tonight. And the complete epic story of the 2A4E patch situation. Somebody in some UPS place has 200 or something. Wait, was it 400? I forget. They have a shit ton of these in 3 different colors. You're dismissed. I'm going to be taking this robot apart and putting better stuff on it, and it'll be our co-host, and it'll present things like this. Okay, DJ Scene, he posted again on Instagram. Is it legal for a robot to hold a gun? Their hands would be presumably be considered machine guns. That's interesting. This robot is very stupid, so he'd be considered a single action gun, but you're a good point. That's a good point. So I got one from Roy that was from before, and one, I got messed up on that screen sharing. I guess I shouldn't because DJ just posted another, he posted another picture of the thing. I guess that counts. And since he was able to hustle, that'll give, I'm guessing, another 40 points because that's what the first one was. Let me bring this back up on the screen. Where's my mouse? It was all because of quick reaction and being agile with tech. So I'm going to just make this an 80. That's essentially 90 points right there, just at the bottom. All right, so what am I doing? I got to flip it over, I guess. So that was number 7. Went to DJ. And now number 8. Mario's out there. Good evening. And then DJ posted a link to Tony's Diversity Shoot website. Thanks for that. Somebody wants to drop a link to Artisan Tony's channel. Feel free. Let's see. Then we've got number 8 coming up. How many versions of the Every Second Matters patches in PVC glow in the dark have there been? How many versions of the Every Second Matters PVC glow in the dark? So there's a couple of them that glow in the dark. How many of them glow in the dark? Oh, I guess the answers are 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's DJ saying 2. Smeggy saying 1. Roy is saying 3. I think it is 2. This is question number 8. 8. What else glows? What is DJ saying? Smeggy is saying, what else glows? Well, we've got the blue one that glows, and then there's a black one that glows, 2019. So the answer is 2. I should have made more of them glow, I feel like. So that goes to DJ. I have made some in, wait, did 2013 glow? Then 2019 glows also, doesn't it? Because here's my 2019 ones. Oh yeah, that's glowing. That's glowing. So let me grab a 2015. I didn't think these glowed. Get the dust off of them. This is a set of 2015 patches. The brace this is, original brace this is. The back of the AK-47 playing cards. And the Every Second Matters. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I could just plow on it with this. Oh, snap. I think somebody else just won. I was wrong, because that's a glow in the dark. So DJ is right, but he's also wrong now, because that's 3 glows in the darks. Every Second Matters patches. So I was wrong. So that makes the answer Roy with 3, I think, right? Roy was the first one. DJ, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Boom. It's actually 3. So it's going to show up wrong because I set it to be 2, but it's actually 3. Well done. That was number 9. And I think I just seen the Jacobs out there. I seen Luke is out there. Good evening. No, wait, that was 8. So what the heck? Wait, what's going on here? Previous. What did I mess up here? The yellow glows? No, the yellow doesn't glow. That would have been cool. I should have done that. So how did I mess up here? So who got the Artisan Tony one? That was DJ, right? So DJ is there, and then 8 was how many glow? So I don't know what I'm doing with 9. So that was Roy, and that was DJ. So I think that's how we got it, right? Am I caught up right? I think I got it figured out. All right, so next will be number 9. I counted feats of strength as numbers. I must have. I think I must have counted DJ in here. So I blame Nancy Pelosi for this, right? We can all agree. If Nancy Pelosi wasn't such a horrible lady, I would have probably got that one a lot better. But I apologize for her and myself for messing up because of her, and I'll move on. So number 9, how many colors of the Every Second Matters patches in PVC, we're just keeping it with the PVC ones, how many colors of the Every Second Matters patches have had black lettering? Not white lettering, not glow-in-the-dark lettering, but black lettering. How many of them would you say? I think I know what DJ's doing. He's cheating by looking at a catalog or the buyer's guide, which will show you what we got. So if you know, or if you don't know what we're talking about this. I came up with a deal a while back for the Gear website store in order, because we take pride in what we're doing. You know, we're not making just garbage. We're doing stuff that brings people together, that tries to give people a way to start a conversation, something that educates while entertaining. So we started off with the playing cards with the AK deck, which is very reminiscent of like an aircraft identification deck, because there's so many Kalashnikovs out there. I figured by dumbing it down to a silhouette, like an aircraft identification, you could more easily identify some of the characteristics like barrel length and stock style and curve of the magazine. without all the complicated details of a color illustration or even a photograph. And I thought that might be an interesting way. Of course, I'm an ammo snob, so I put a real life-size illustration of the ammunition behind it. And because I'm interested in bayonets, each one that has an appropriate bayonet has an illustration of the bayonet on the page as well. We also added information about their factories and the materials and that kind of thing to make them, again, as close to being an aircraft identification deck as possible. We even stylized the box to look like an aircraft identification deck. That might have been a little too weird, and based on feedback, our next deck was more of just an informative deck based on Old West playing cards. We had relationships at the time with museums in Tombstone and with the horrible museum in Cody, Wyoming. And one of them, the ones in Tombstone, were very nice to us and let us take pictures of their stuff. Some of the auction houses, the big auction houses out there, let us use their photographs as well. Rock Island auctions over in Illinois, super nice. Let us use photographs. Let us get a lot of feedback from them. And then the Cody Museum is horrible, but that was our second deck. And then wanted to take it up a notch, be more interesting than this deck was kind of plain. Plus we got ripped off. So instead of getting ripped off, I figured, hey, let's be more interesting, more creative, and let's do illustrations of everybody. Since I didn't know how to do that, we figured that out together online in workshops, learning the Illustrator software and the techniques of making illustrations from photographs. And then we researched which firearms inventors to use and how to use the software in Adobe InDesign, it's called, to create the layouts, and then followed through. Now, our first deck was made in USA, made in Tennessee, Kentucky. I don't remember because we only did the one deck there. All the rest of our decks have been made in Texas. Then we do some posters. Those are printed in California. One of those is in the mail to us, so we'll be doing more videos on our posters. We've done some publishing. As soon as I can, I'll be able to take that to the next level and start putting these things on Amazon. Problem is I have issues and I have to kind of resolve those before I can get the books up to Amazon. Then we have all our patches, and that's the reason I'm showing you this. This is our collector's guide, so people that might own one of these things and might have one of the collector's guides can keep track of the stuff they might have. And that's what DJ's doing. It's page 9 of our collector's guide is a list of all the Every Second Matters patches. And if you go to, I don't know where he's getting the Gun Channels one. That might be the new one, because this is a first gen of the collector's guide. But somewhere in the new one, he might be seeing the Gun Channels collection. But there's a sorted out selection of all the different spam cans we've done. I started out doing spam cans in 2013 because I knew going to AOL and stuff that if I put something gun related on my cubicle, I'd get in trouble. But I could put a spam can up there. No one would know if that's a car thing or some kind of bicycle marathon thing or whatever. Gun people would know what it was, and it could start a conversation. And that was the idea of that first one. I was hanging out at a gun shop all the time, consulting them, letting them know how to do stuff online. And I could tell that people were probably down for something like that. And it was something I had already done a couple of patches that were Arizona themed. So this was my first foray into the gun stuff. And we did quite a few spam cans. I'm a big ammo collector. So for me, those different Kalashnikov spam cans were just a natural, cool image to make patches of. So we've done quite a few now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different styles. And I'm not done. I'll do more if I can. And then we close out the collector's guide with some of the other stuff we do, including some of the services that we provide. So if somebody truly wants to collect everything from Gear websites, have us do a logo, have us work out a cartoon for you. We can do cartooning for you. The bonus of that is we do it live. And then, the patches, those are a little tougher to acquire at this point, but there are people out there that just bought the patches in order to support their different projects, the 12 projects we brought together each year. And I'm sure they didn't even open theirs. So there's probably some patches out there that are available. So anyway, that's what DJ's doing, is he's cheating by looking at that book. All right, so let's see. Did anybody come up with any more challenges here? How many colors of the Every Second Matters patches in PVC have had black lettering? The answer is either 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I think DJ is saying 6, which isn't an answer. Smeggy is saying 4. I found some Every Second Matters things that Kisan had offered up. Trying to remember, Kisan's the dude who was making all the AK or all the ARs, right? Or was he the kid that was reloading with ballistic all the time? Maybe that's the same kid. He's a kid though, right? But I forgot to download it. Maybe I'll see if I can find it. We can have different opinions on things. And then, let's see. Looking at a pic I took last month on Instagram. Right on. Found the GIF. And then, 2A We Stand is out there. Good evening. And I think that's everybody. Oh, Barbecue's out there. He's saying 5. All right, so let's go through. We have the 2020 blue one. That's 1. We have the 2019 orange and yellow. That's 3. And then we have the 2016 tan color. That's 4. And then that's it. Unless there's one I'm missing, it's 4. Barbecue probably has all of them. Smeggy has all of them. But who answered 4 first? Or did anyone even answer 4? Smeggy, who I figured would answer 4, because he has all of them. And it was only PVC ones, Barbecue. I don't know if you heard that. Just the PVC ones. The ones I made doesn't count, because I don't even know which ones I made. I would just make them. I didn't keep track or nothing. So number 9 is Smeggy. All right, so I'm trying to think of another feats of strength. We only got 47 minutes into this show, and I got to get 50 minutes or an hour out of it to make it worthwhile. So, no. Well, all right. Well, we already got this one up on the screen. So, the largest Every Second Matters patches were made in what style? Were they woven, embroidered, PVC, or did I make them here in Tucson? The largest Every Second Matters patches, here's the line in the sand. The largest Every Second Matters patches ever made, were they woven, were they embroidered, were they PVC, or did I make them here in Tucson? Dang it.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Come on. How the hell did I do that?
So somehow I just jammed my pen in a place I can't get it. Oh, well. Got a tiny fork.
I get it. I got it.
It's all right, I got it. Use my tiny fork. Actually, this is probably my call from the fork. Oh, no. This is, yikes. What is this? Oh, was this one of the, I don't want to put your phone number on there. This is one of the original things. Wow. This was sort of a Every Second Matters logo. Did we make the right choice? Oh, it's hard to get the reflections out of there. Did we make the right choice? I don't want to get his phone number. But that's what we were doing, right? Oh shit, sorry. Oh, hold on. Guess what? Take a commercial break. Sorry, it's going to be really loud. All right. Yeah. So now we're gonna go to see who knew what this was. Got it. Oh, flipping over to here. All right, so okay, so I think we're getting up to the answers. So made in Tucson from DJ. Guns and Barbecue is saying embroidered. Roy is saying woven. 44 is saying woven. And Jacob is saying embroidered. And Smeggy saying woven. Well, this is it right here. It's a pink one and a green one. And that is called embroidered. So that goes to barbecue. What, were you sleeping and then woke up late, or just running around making your other show getting ready? So you got here late. I think that ended up hurting you. So let's see. I don't think we're missing any other answers or whatever. My barber still has every second matter smag on the wall. That's cool. You figure there's probably a whole bunch of Every Second Matters patches all around because they've been around since 2013. And Marco and Pink gave away a lot of them. You may have too. I forget all the people that bought like a dozen or something, and then the goal was to give them away or whatever to like start conversations with them and stuff for a while. And Marco and Pink bought so many of them that we could get them cheap. I don't think they were that expensive. We weren't trying to make money. We were just trying to get them out there. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. So like say now what we do is we put them over at Beacon House, and that's a place that hires differently abled folks and gives them a job, like gives them something to do that makes money. And then so we price them and put them over there so that they're still not making any money. They're just paying for themselves being over there. Haven't made any in a while. Like say I've gotten some requests to make some new ones, but let's see, I'll hit embroidered. We should get a 99% here because of that one. Oh, snap, at 80%. What else? I probably forgot to answer one. This one should have, wait. Washington. Well, no, I must have answered it wrong on the thing. What color has never been a PVC? Yeah, we definitely had a yellow one, so I don't know what I did wrong there. And then this one was actually number 3. But anyways, people have requested some different colors and some new runs, but I haven't had the ability to do that, so I probably won't be doing that. Let's go back to the poll. And best year for Every Second Matters. Everybody's saying this next year. That's optimistic, I guess, or creepy. I don't know. One of the two. It's Halloween time, so I'm going to go with creepy. Let's see. So then I'll go back. I'm just going to hit the comments backwards. It's unprecedented, but I'm hitting them backwards. Let's see. Maybe not because go figure out. So somebody's trying to throw something out in the chat that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So more than likely it's fake. So go ahead and post it on your own channel if it's something that's worth people knowing about. Otherwise, it's not the way to distribute real information. Let's see. The embroidered Molly patch. I think you're talking about the ones. We're talking about the second order was giant. I accidentally, again, screwed up on sizes. You got these giant ones here. I'll grab it off the wall. The back. I think so. Oh man, it broke the magnet. That's weird. If this is a I'm scrolling my screen here. If this is a standard, this is the pink one. So definitely the largest patches we've ever did. There ain't very many of them. I only have a pink. I don't even have the green one. So there was a green one also, but we sold them all. It's twice the size. I don't know. You have to do the geometry on it. But yeah, I'm an idiot. But you need to put them on the back of a biker jacket or something. It's perfect. All right. Robot should be doing a halftime show. I'll probably just do some kind of video and have the robot come in and do something on command because it's obviously not able to do things live. It needs to be scripted. Talking about voting. Yep. Let's throw the number out there for Senate also, because while they'll be voting and stuff, they should feel like, or they should understand that the idea that they can just throw out an assault weapons ban in front of everybody without consequences is nuts, and they need to be held accountable for that. So it's always a good idea to call and complain about the rumors and the again their gall to even bring up an assault weapons ban. My number's out there. Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. As far as just, I'm catching up with the lag. Sorry, yeah, I know what you're saying. Catalog says sewn. Yeah, I didn't do the catalog good. I didn't. I should have had it say embroidered and twill and woven. Prepping for the Mouse Party takeover. I try and make rip-off shows as ripped off as possible. Meaning he just carbon copies and he puts them through like he takes the regular Mouse Party, holds it down on top of a copy machine or a fax machine or whatever, and then makes a couple of carbon copies of it, and then he just faxes those around and says he's whatever show it is. I know how it works. Where he's got 5 of the Every Second Matters ones. Oh, let's see who's got the most Every Second Matters patches right now. Just count, and then if we need to do some kind of proof, we can. So just count how many Every Second Matters patches you have. I'm going to put a line in the sand down here. There's a new line in the sand. You'll get 30 points. I'll write it down here, right here. 30 points for the most patches. Just go ahead and count. I know, well, actually, it's probably me because I probably have sleeves of the black ones or whatever they have. I think I have the blue with black, the ones nobody wants. Let's see. Then Kingpin is saying, I've given away at least 100 of the business cards. That was another thing we don't really talk about too much, mainly because I don't have any of those business cards left anymore. But we did do a couple of times, like stacks of business cards, and then I chop them up into whatever usable numbers, 100 or whatever, and then or maybe it was 50, I don't remember, and then send those out to people so that they could drop them at places, put them on gun chopped on their boards and that kind of thing. Is Luke saying he has one? I don't think so. Right, you got one you want to sell? Oh, we got plenty of Every Second Matters patches around. Do some trading. There's a trade coming up on Sunday. Let's see. CNT is saying he starts in about a half an hour, less than a half an hour now, bottom of the hour. Let's see. What's the score? Okay. All right, I'm going to find out the score here. Kingpin, 1, 10 points, which is pretty good for Kingpin. Not like he's just because he's on the board. He's normally not on the board. Then Smeggy, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 40 points for Smeggy. All right, keep this, put it over here. Now we have Roy, 1, 2. So that's 20, 60, 70. 70 for Roy. DJ, 10, 100. Oh, I guess it's just 100. I guess it's only 100 for DJ. Does that make him the most Every Second Matters of all the people who are every second matters. And then barbecue just has the 10, I guess. Although we have 30 up for grabs. So at this point, DJ with 100, Roy with 70. Roy just said how many he has, right? I've got 5 every second matters patches. Yep, so we got 5. I don't think we're going to win because I think Smeggy has more than that. And I'm sure Barbecue has some. And I don't know how many DJ has. All right. Then I think you sent out business cards or something close to a business card. Oh, no, yeah, first. Well, we had, there's Angelina or Alan Aker. I don't know. We didn't have business cards at first, so I don't know what I had at first. But then we've had magnets for a little while because, whenever that one place gives us magnets cheap, we get magnets. And then business cards eventually. We might have got them at Alan Aker. I don't remember where we got them. But then eventually what I'm getting at is I bought stacks and stacks of business cards and then send them out 100 at a time so that people would have them to just distribute. Come on. Nobody knows what this deal is here. Let me knock all these patches off of it. Show it again. Oh, I get some tiny. Let me get bigger. Nobody knows what we're looking at here? Come on. It should be pretty easy. I mean, it's a little goofy up here, but it's not that goofy. At least I think I know what it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but nobody's even guessing. So, oops, bring this back. Flip it. It's not a mosquito. Come on, man. It's coming from. All right. So let me get down. Chicago Mike is out there. You were in. I don't know if they're coming to the light or if it's like the carbon monoxide from me talking here. I don't know what it is, but they definitely like hanging out right around here, which drives me nuts. Smeggy Sings wants one of those giant patches. So anyway, Mike was over on Chris 740's chat earlier. Good chat. I've got a giant. Wait, is that a giant PVC every second matters? No, it's a giant sewn. It's a embroidered one. That's from 2015. I was still using Middleman. I didn't start using my Good Dude, my actual place that I use now, until I think mid 2016 or 17. I think by 2017 I was with the place I'm with now. Let's see. CNT saying it's too late, but it should be able to check in and throw you a like. Right on. It's always a good idea if you can. Appreciate it. And let's see. We can do a. Oh yeah. Well, see, that would be neat. I need to get over to California so we can play with that thing. I'll send you the thing though. I've got a bunch of the files still. I can't remember if I've sent you an embroidery file before and you figured out if it worked or not. I need to send you a couple more since you can test it or whatever. DJ is saying he's got 9 every second matters patches, I think. Did you see that thing just fly by? It's like watching a big bird fly by. Kingpin is saying he has 4 left. 2A we stand just says none. Well, I changed that. We're going to be doing a patch swap on Saturday. So one of the things, or Sunday, excuse me. One of the things we're doing now is patch swapping over on, live here on the big channel. So if anybody wants to trade patches, if you've got patches from somewhere and you want to trade some, join us on Sundays. We do that live. And you know what we're going to do? For the first place person, you're going to get everything that you see here, except for my deal. You're going to get all these 4 patches, though. And yeah, that's all I can do. I can't keep going cards. But we'll probably do some kind of a roll, some kind of a random thing for all the people with points on the board. Let's do that. That's another way to add some randomness and some fun to it. So it looks like DJ is going to slaughter everybody and take home all of these patches. But unless something changes, DJ will get all these patches, and then he'll also be in the running for a random swap pack or whatever I'm calling those things. Let's see. I won't post a pic of my patch wall. You should have. Did we even get a picture of Alan Anker's patch panel for the contest last week? The contest was last week. Now we're just patch swapping. We just go live on Sundays and swap patches, trade patches, you could say. Luke is saying that his kid took a bunch. That'll happen. That'll happen. Let's see. I have I'm not telling how many more duplicates. I don't know what he's saying. I have unique. You have a bunch of the custom ones, I guess. The heck was that? Is it calling up my wife now? Where do these bugs come from in my house? What's that? Bullshit. I'm blaming Nancy Pelosi for this. I think that time it was just a weird thing on my sock, but still, it felt like a bug, and it's creeping me out, and I blame Nancy Pelosi for creeping me out. Let's see. Kingpin says he's getting 500 bonus points for being in last place. Well, seems logical. So he's got 510 points now. It's going to be tough for DJ to catch up. I'll fund like a 5,000 count order if it's not terribly expensive of business cards to send out. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was going to say patches. That'll be definitely terribly expensive. But business cards, that's not too bad. We'll talk to Alan Anker and we'll get that going for sure. Because, yeah, I'm out of them and I would like to have them just to throw into all my orders too. Sorry. Total of Every Second Matters patches. Sorry. How many Every Second Matters patches do you have? That's what the question was. So if Alan Anker was talking about for a contest of how many patches, there's no way. Plus I'd win. But just saying, there's no way to do that. Got an American Tactical Alpha 15 today. It's a polymer. Oh, you're talking about the rifle. I'm like, man, I've never heard of that patch before. But we're talking rifles now. What count? Oh, well, yeah, we'll get it figured out. And DJ is saying baby mule deer. That's actually a pretty good guess. I don't think it is, but little spiky baby mule. I mean, I don't know anybody who'd shoot one of them. I guess somebody might find one or something, but I don't think it's that. I think it's this. Guns and Barbecue 3D logo. What does that mean? But yeah, I think it's a little pronghorn, little antelope. Is Maggie saying a little antelope? The skull is a little mini goat. I don't think so. I think it's a little antelope. They look like little deers with little straight pronghorns like this, and they hang out in the middle of the fields. Don't let anybody come near them. They're kind of neat. And then once in a while, you'll be driving down the road, and a herd of them will kind of parallel you and run along with you. I don't know why. They just do it. It's pretty neat. Let's see. DJ says he has 9 of the available ones and 6 to something in a box. Well, we're talking about different ones, not necessarily quantity of, but I guess people can take that how they want to take it. Thought it was a jackalope. That's what DJ was saying earlier. September 13th was the timestamp on that GIF for dating purposes. Oh, okay. September. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So then Every Second Matters was probably October, and then Gun Channels was November. Because as soon as we made Gun Channels and everybody seemed like they could handle being in a community, and then YouTube started being weird, we were like, well, we're not going to make a community out of Every Second Matters. That's already a separate thing, and it's not that, it's something else. So it was sort of like the same group of people. Well, it was the same group of people. There might have been a little bit of difference between the two groups, but I'd say 90-something% of the people were the same people. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was probably everybody from Gun Channels was in Every Second Matters, and then that was probably 10% of the people in Gun Channels, because Every Second Matters wasn't. Gun Channels was way bigger than Every Second Matters, I guess. I think. Let's see. Are we supposed to count duplicates? Nah, I was just thinking how many separate ones, but it's kind of a nonsense question because nobody can really be DJ. DJ just wailed on everybody tonight. Let's see. Just added a couple more panels to the patch panel wall and filmed them. We could have a discussion on Sunday about walls. And I was telling barbecue that my suggestion is to do a modular wall instead of carpeting an entire wall, let's say. So if you're trying to patch panel an entire wall, my suggestion is to do it modularly. In case something ever happens, you can pull them all off in pieces and then put them back up without having to deal with an entire giant carpet of patches. I didn't get this little guy. This one I just saw the place and I was like, oh snap, is that real? And I'm like, I think it might be cool for this and for putting knives on, right? I just think it'd be cool for a picture. Right? What am I saying? I know how Instagram works. Are you kidding me? That's Instagram money right there. Oh, yes, I gotta flip it. Boom. Once it's in focus and not all crappy lighting, it'll work. I don't think a gun will fit on there, but maybe a little one. Yeah, maybe a medium one. My little ones are too little for that. Wait, what am I doing? I need to put this back. Just move this up a little bit. It's right in my face. And then put this out of the way. Bring the patches back over. So I think DJ's getting these, but has anybody had a bigger number than 9 than DJ? Are the Bug Small Robots? I don't hope that. Hope not. That would be bad. Any volunteers to be the person under violence? Oh, don't worry about that. We can make care of that. How many points was No in the Skull? I forgot. Was that points? Dang, I think it was points. Did you win? Well, you just won, I think, that anyway, right? Yeah, so now DJ's he's just dancing around, making extra points. You're all crying and complaining and yelling about the weather or like the wind or you were tired or you weren't stretched yet. And now DJ's just out there making even more points. Let's see. If we are counting duplicates, then he has 17. But if we're not counting duplicates, 9 individuals. Oh, that's nice. That's challenging DJ on his 9 number. Is it bullshit? Or is he talking out of his butt? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, you could definitely have 9. I have 11 in front of me, and there's way more than that if you count all of them. Let's see. Like if there's a fire, I can quickly grab my favorite patch panel. Oh, there's no way. If there's a fire, you just have to die with your patches honorably, because there's no way to pick a favorite patch, and that would be dishonorable to the patches you left behind. Luckily, Velcro is fire resistant, from what I'm told. I'm not 100% sure on that, but let's just assume that Velcro is fire resistant. Alan Anchor saying that's what I have, like 23 foot by 2 foot panels. So there's an expert. There's an expert in the trade giving you a little rule of thumb. Fun fact, Gizzard Gary has the biggest patchback collection. What does that mean? Biggest patchback. I don't know what that means. Is that like a kind of vehicle with the easy to get to trunk that you can see through? We made really rad patch walls, and that's what we've been using. They're light enough, but hold stuff. That's the trick too, is if you get too much patch panel, it weighs so much itself that it gets horrible by the time you have patches on it. Smeggy says he has 12. 12 every second it matters patches? So DJ got challenged, but then Smeggy came along and outmaneuvered him. Need a 3D printed stand. Wait, for what? Oh, you mean for the patches? Yeah, I could. I've made some 3D printed Every Second Matters patches. I should send one to Luke. They're not good, but I made them. I'm trying to think if I got one that's actually made. I don't think I actually sewed Velcro on them, but I would whenever I get around to doing that again. But if I do, I'll send you one. so you can have a 3D printed Every Second Matters. Because Luke is into L3D is 3D printing, so Luke's got a bunch of printing stuff on his channel, and that's kind of it's one of the repetitions of the circle, bringing Every Second Matters back to 3D. Did I ever show you this thing that I did? We did these in 3D. I used a 3D printer for this. I don't know if I remember showing you this or not, or if I showed you this or not. But this is what you call an extrusion of text into sort of about a 60-degree, and then printed in white. It's not glow in the dark, just plain white, I think. Oh, snap. Is it glow in the dark? No. But kind of fragile. Turns out this little Y thing, super fragile. This little E guy, super fragile. So I'm kind of fragile, super fragile. But neat. This is on the Gear website store, I think, if anybody wants to buy one. I have it sitting there. Made in Tucson on a printer that the dude who invented Every Second Matters, well, at least hosted the chat, sent me the printer, and then we made this. It's weird circle of Every Second Matters. Hope I don't break it when I put it back over there. Right, so then I said jackalope and then Japanese. What does that mean? First, then muley. DJ said mule deer first, so I should get points for saying antelope. Well, he said thing and then he said antelope. All right, well, this is getting to be, I'm sure, very interesting for the people listening live, or listening in the future as a podcast, I should say. Smeggy saying he's still blown away that more than one of the Every Second Matters glows in the dark. Remember that 2015 one glows in the dark, and then a 2020 glows in the dark, and a 2019 glows in the dark. All right. Oh, I guess I hadn't shown you that before. Right on, cool. Yeah, I've seen that. I just didn't do that yet. My problem is I ran out of Fusion 360. Won't let me have it for free anymore. So I'm using Blender. I'm using Blender now. So I'm trying to learn Blender. It's actually a pain in the ass, but super powerful. So I'm liking it. Can I get another 234 bonus points for not? Yes. So now I feel like Kingpin should win. That's 744 points. Right on. Well played. So here's what we're going to do. Now we have DJ established that he has earned every one of these patches. I'm assuming, DJ, that you want to put these in your pile for trade on Sundays. On Sunday, this Sunday. I'll wait for his answer. And now what we'll do is we're going to roll a magical dice of Dungeons and Dragons. I keep it in here with a bullet to keep it in containment. And then I have this dice with a skull on it, which I think is cool. And then we've got this magical 20-sided dice, which has been enchanted by an elf of dwindling. So we're going to give everybody a range on the dice, and then we're going to use the random chance of Dungeons and Dragons to give somebody a free pies pack for Sunday. All right, so what have we got? Kingpin, Smeggy, Roy, DJ, Barbecue. Am I missing anybody? That's everybody that was on the table. Kingpin, let me put this over here. Kingpin, Smeggy, Roy, DJ, and Barbecue. That was everybody that was on the table. So that means Kingpin, we just have to make it 20 divided by 5. So Kingpin is 1 through 4. Smeggy is 5 through 9. And then Roy is 10 through 14. DJ would be 15 through, that didn't work. How do you do this right? It would be 1 through 4, 5 through 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. And then it turns into 9 to 13. And then 13 to 17. That didn't work. How am I doing this wrong? Okay, we'll definitely hold them. You're saying the hobbyist license always free Fusion. Well, if your game to install, I could send you a dual gear extractor. I got a bunch. I'm down to try anything. I don't know what that means, but I'm interested in what that means. We're going to be doing the mouse party right after this, so you're welcome to jump in there if you're still awake, and we can chat about that. Or I can send a link to this, but we're about to jump into the other one, so I don't want to really be in here as an after chat. Why the heck can't I divide 20 by 4? Why is that being so hard? 1 through 4 should be Kingpin. 5 through 9, I guess it's 5 through 8 is Smeggy. That makes 9 through 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I guess 9 through 12 is Roy. And then 13 through 13, 14, 15, 16. I guess that makes sense. And then that makes 17, 18, 19, 20. Barbecue. All right. Hope you're all happy that I can't do Dungeons and Dragons math anymore. So here we go. That just means I'm not a nerd. Barbecue's a nerd because he figured it out before me. All right, here's how it goes. 1 through 4 is Kingpin. 5 through 8 is Smeggy. 9 through 12 is Roy. 13 to 16 is DJ. Barbecue is 17 to 20. Just to make it more interesting, it's going to be the best 3 out of 5. What? Yeah, just to make it interesting. Can I bring this way in so that you can see the roll? Is that legal? Is that possible? Do we have that kind of technology? I can't zoom, but I can get it to almost focus. So it's going to be the best 3 out of 5. Oh, wait a minute. Barbecue is saying all of a sudden he'd like to donate all of his spots to Kongpin. I feel like that's either a derogatory remark about Kingpin or a nice gesture. So I think that means Kingpin is 1 through 4 and 17 through 20. That just happened. All right, so here's the first roll. This will be the best 3 out of 5. All right, come on, I don't want to play Dungeons and Dragons anymore. The first one is a 7, which is, we already determined to be Smeggy. So let's put a dot here. That's the easy way to determine that Smeggy has 1 roll. Oh, snap. This one is an 8, which is also Smeggy. Is he cheating? Who knows? Because he's already got 2, and he only needs 3 out of 5. I'm rolling it. Oh, you know what? I could be rolling it in my cup over here, which is designed for this. Gizzard approved. Gizzard approved. 20. Nice. That means it goes to Kingpin. Roll this again. See, is this way more interesting than 1 roll? Number 1. That makes it another one for Kingpin. Now Smeggy and Kingpin are 2 and 2. It's the best 3 out of 5. So I feel like the one of them who gets 3 is going to win it. That's an 8. Yeah, I won't touch it. I won't move it. There it is, though. That's another 8. That is Smeggy winning it, even though Kingpin had overwhelming odds on that one. So Smeggy gets a pack of an extra bonus pack. I can't really roll for that because I don't remember how many are left after we dug into them last weekend. So whenever I'll have to put on here somewhere, Smeggy equals free pack. and DJ 1. Okay, perfect notes. Now I'll forget in about 15 minutes who won and everything, but it happened live, so I can always go back and watch it, I guess. All right, we'll put that back up on the screen. Thanks for Barbecue for putting all the D&D rules there. All right. I'd be offended also. We could have used a felt-lined rolling container, which would have been more in the officially sanctioned Dungeons and Dragons rolling techniques, but I didn't have a felt-lined one available. Kingpin is now the treetop Kong pin. Oh, now I get it. All right. So again, everybody, thanks for joining us. Hopefully it's been fun and a way to break the week into two pieces with fun. This is the fun chocolatey nougat. And then there's going to be a hard candy shell. It's going to break. It's going to be abrasive to the roof of your mouth. That'll be in a couple of minutes here when the ripoff show starts up. And then you got the rest of the week to join us tomorrow. We'll be talking about the events in November. And then on Friday, we'll be talking about the things that happen throughout the week that are worth keeping track of. Saturdays, we do Ask Gun Questions with Clover and Tony. And on Sunday, we got that patch trade, that patch swap. So join us for all that. Lots of big things in the works. Stay tuned for those. And thanks to Barbecue for taking over for Foss, who refuses to do a live show while he's working. And thanks to Foss for hosting all those other weekends or those other Wednesdays that he is live. Does someone have a link to? I guess I can go find it. Let me go find it. Somebody have a link to the mouse party? Did DJ already put that in? Oops. We'll go ahead and wrap it up tonight. Hopefully I'll stay awake for the mouse party. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to whatever you were talking about. I don't know what I'm trying to read this. A dual gear extruder. Oh, I think you're talking about the deal that pushes the wire out. Yeah, I'm totally interested in finding out what you're talking about. And then I got to find out about how to get back to Fusion, because although I really like Blender, it's super, super, super powerful and interesting, and I can animate with it and stuff. I've done some interesting stuff already. I just know too much how to do stuff in Fusion. I'd love to be able to get Fusion working again. And is that you guys dropping links? Thanks, appreciate that. So I'm going to encourage people to head over. I'm going to actually take this link and attempt to cram it up into YouTube in such a way that it sends people over. So for now, what am I doing? Oh, I guess what happened is it sends people. This will just send people over a little bit when I post it and then pin it. I'll also end the poll. Everybody said next year is the one that wins. It's weird. And then how do I post? I don't really ever pin things. Here we go. Pin. All right. I've successfully pinned a message. You're welcome. We're going to end this. We're going to thank you once again, because that's all I can do while I'm clicking on things. And
hey, did you know that you could help support our future projects and let everyone know you're a fan of what we do? Check out our print-on-demand store. We have a tab here on YouTube. When you click on it, you can choose from a bunch of different items. We have shirts and posters and coffee mugs. Click on the one you like. When you find the design you want to put on it, choose a color and a size if it's appropriate. And when you purchase these items, a portion goes to help fund our future projects. We really do appreciate your support. You get some cool stuff. When you get that stuff, post pictures here and on other platforms, and we'll hook you up next time you order from our Gear website store.
thank you for your support of gunwebsites.com. All right, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to edit video. So I'm editing the video that you're in right now. It's just going to feel a little bit weird as I reach up inside of there. And then we're going to flip it to It took me a while to find it, so give me a second. I have to flip it to something. I don't think it's down here. I think I'm going too far down. Oh, you know where I have to go? Wait a minute. Okay, so can I do it from here? Settings? No. No. There's no live control panel in here. I think I need the live control panel. Maybe I can't do it from here. There's a place where you can post the destination of who you're going to link to. And I guess I thought I could find it through the thing here. I guess I couldn't. All right, well, ending it. Head over to barbecues. I'll put the link in here later.
Tonight's episode, The Ripoff.
Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals at gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, I found it. So you go in here, right? You got your channel content. I'm going to go to live, and then here's this. I'm going to go to edit this. That's right back where I was. So I'm in here. I'm going to go to live control room. That's super rude to go live while I'm in the middle of promoting a show. And then I am going to go to edit, customization, redirect. Keeps people engaged across multiple events. Add a live stream or premiere. So now I'm going to put other channels and paste. There's his rudely starting over. Look at this. Redirect privileges needed. Ask Guns and Barbecue to add you to their live redirect list. So this snooty bastard wouldn't even let me redirect to his channel. I'm trying to redirect to his channel, but because of his snooty options, he won't even let me. It sees it, but it won't let me. I feel bad. Let's see if I can find a Gizzard show. Because Gizzard is the one that taught me this trick. Boom. So guess who we're going to click to? Thanks. So there's a little trick if you want to get really nerdy and link to somebody in your video. Let's all go rag on barbecue for being snooty.